So this is the BenQ MA320U, and right away it's pretty clear who this monitor is made for. You're looking at a 32-inch 4K display built with Mac users in mind. USB-C connectivity, 90W power delivery, an integrated USB hub, and a design that feels very intentionally tuned for MacBook Pro and MacBook Air setups. But specs aside, the real question is how well this actually fits into a real-world workflow. Not just on paper, but day to day. Visually, this monitor keeps things extremely minimal. Thin bezels, clean finish, and a stand that covers the essentials, height and tilt adjustments without any unnecessary complexity. It doesn't try to stand out or look flashy. Instead, it blends into a workspace, especially if you're already in the Apple ecosystem. At 32 inches, you immediately get a lot more breathing room compared to a laptop screen. Multitasking feels natural here. You can comfortably run multiple windows side by side without feeling cramped. And with 4K resolution, text clarity is sharp enough that long work sessions don't feel fatiguing. It's not trying to match Apple's own displays pixel for pixel, but for productivity, it's more than solid. One of the biggest selling points is clearly the Mac color matching. BenQ is going after that seamless Apple-like visual experience, and in practice, it gets fairly close. Colors look balanced, whites are clean, and skin tones don't drift into that overly saturated or overly cool territory you sometimes see in non-optimized monitors. That said, it's not absolutely perfect straight out of the box. Depending on what you're doing, whether it's photo editing, video work, or general content creation, a bit of manual adjustment will help you dial things in closer to your MacBook display. Once tuned, though, it becomes a very consistent experience. Where this monitor really starts to make sense is connectivity. A single USB-C cable handles display output, data, and charging at up to 90 watts. That means you can dock your MacBook, power it, and drive the monitor all at once without dealing with extra cables. And honestly, that's where a lot of the value comes in. It simplifies the entire setup. In daily use, everything feels smooth and stable. This isn't a gaming-focused panel, and it doesn't pretend to be one. Instead, it's optimized for work, browsing, coding, content creation, productivity tasks, and general multitasking. Motion handling is fine, brightness is consistent, and nothing feels out of place for office-style use. Now when you compare it to higher-end Apple displays, the differences become more about philosophy than just specs. Apple tends to focus on tighter integration and extremely refined panel tuning, while BenQ is giving you more space, more flexibility, and more connectivity options. You're trading a bit of premium polish for practicality and screen real estate. There are also a few smaller touches worth mentioning. The Mac integration for brightness and volume control feels natural and keeps the experience aligned with macOS behavior, which is a nice detail. And the built-in hub helps reduce clutter by keeping peripherals directly connected to the monitor. Audio is present, but nothing special. It's there for convenience, not for quality. Most users will still rely on external speakers or headphones, and that's probably the right move anyway. After extended use, what stands out most is how invisible this monitor becomes in your workflow. You stop thinking about it. You just plug in your MacBook and everything works. Charging, display, peripherals, all handled through one cable. It doesn't try to reinvent the monitor experience. Instead, it focuses on removing friction, and that's where it succeeds the most. So if you're building a Mac-based setup and you want a large, clean, reliable 4K display that integrates easily without overcomplicating things, this monitor fits that space really well. It's not about pushing limits. It's about making everyday work smoother, and for a lot of people, that's exactly what matters.